Oh, another.
140.
Well, can't go back-to-back on the 180s, but does leave a potential 11-darter.
Well, I reckon this has got
Michael, you require 84.
20 or 21 legs written all over it.
43.
Curious first start there from Michael Smith, a long way from the intended target. Dimitri Vandenberg's got a chance here to open up a 2-leg gap. Down for the 19s. Can't quite get it.
Yeah, unlucky.
48. Michael, you require
A single one. 2 20s. Costly.
21.
Could be costly. He hit 180 and 140 and 6 darts back-to-back in this leg.
Dimitri already thinks this is significant, hence the pause. Just going to the drinks table. Nobody likes 79 as a checkout. Nobody. 20 for tops. Is that a help or a hindrance?
59.
Probably the latter.
Michael, you require 20. No score.
Well.
Dimitri, you
Michael
require
Smith,
20.
one of his major weapons in his arsenal, the double 10 deserting him.
In the last leg he hit a 180 and was
Game
favourite to
from
win
the
it.
fourth leg.
In this leg, red one's in the back pocket. Ready.
Ooh, now then.
Gotta be, hasn't it?
100.
3 180s apiece in this one. Dimitri Vandenberg giving as good as he is getting.
60.
Let's put a little asterisk against leg 4. Could be all important.
$95.
Once again, he leaves the 86. Michael Smith can do very
60.
little about
Dimitri,
this.
require 86.
To take a 4-1 lead at the first break. It is not decisive, but it is a dream start for the dream maker. Double 16. And that will do it for Belgian #1, Dimitri. Beautiful. And again, it's loose, but he stays there and swish straight in. It looked dangerous.
Yeah.
Dimitri, you require 170.
180 to leave 81. Oh, Dimitri Vandenberg.
140.
Well, I mean,
Michael, you
I think if he'd have got
81.
that, Michael Smith would have, the head would have dropped. Oh, he's
57.
carved out an opportunity to get back in the
Dimitri,
game.
you require 30.
They were well thrown, they were on the wire, but they weren't quite good enough.
Straight at double 15. He sticks one on the wire. Another next to it. And the third. And Michael Smith was just looking away, waiting for the call and hoping. His prayers have been answered.
No
But the good
score.
Lord can't do all the work for you, Mike.
Dimitri, you require 30.
No. The old Achilles heel coming back to hurt him here. 1 out of 10 on the doubles. 5 darts he's missed.
Games from the 7th leg.
To break through
Dimitri
after hitting back-to-back
Vandenberg,
180s.
The snarl from Dimitri.
134. Michael, you
All
require
round a
94.
great performance from the Belgian. Well, they went for double 19, double
54.
19. But his hopes of winning back-to-back World Series titles
Dimitri, you require 36.
evaporating. In the heat. It is hot here in Copenhagen.
Games from the 10th leg.
8-2 at Dimitri Vandenberg.
Michael Smith hasn't broken the Vandenberg throw at all during this semi-final.
He's just been so solid, hasn't he, Dimitri?
Yep.
There have been little
Dimitri
chances here and there, but he hasn't been able to take them.
170.
But Dimitri hasn't offered up much. He's had, well, this will be his third look at the 170. He's not going to take it. Michael Smith could break the Vandenberg throw.
59.
Try it, Michael. You might like
121.
it. 11 segment. Double 14.
93.
I'm sure he would have liked it, but I don't think he'll like it if Dimitri Vandenberg can pin a treble with his first dart here, because it will be match dart incoming if so.
I think he might start off on treble 19 here. Yep.
To win it. And the brilliant Belgian has brought the winning streak to an end.
If he doesn't put in the performances, come January, you know, he's going to be drifting possibly out of the top 16, which is not what you want to do. But Anderson, not a bad start on the first leg, and it is against the throw. Wants 104 after 12.
60. Gary, you require 104.
Well, various options for this. A rather conventional one for the Flying Scotsman to leave top.
84.
Drags it a little low, but he will return. 180 will leave his favourite, double 10. So that's what he does.
That same double 10 for Anderson.
He's on the first leg.
Double 10, he gets a nice little breaker throw.
He's going to do James Wade kind of start.
75.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of players that would like to be James Wade out there in the way he plays.
Well, the chance evaporates immediately. James Wade. Is he going to do James Wade kind of stuff here? Because this is a very Wade finish. Double 17 for tops. Tops it is.
Tops it is.
James Wade has entered the game.
100.
Well, Wade's got to get 2 trebles here to get to a finish. That's exactly what he's done.
140.
But Gary Anderson with the advantage on the Wade throw.
Leaves him a nice double, so Wade needing to find a couple of big trebles and a long way off. So going into this first break, Gary Anderson double 18 for a 4-1 lead.
The tricky switch, as we call it, to double 9. And there it is. Wince from Wade. He only comes away with a ton after finding the treble 20 with his first dart. The bullseye here would be the sensible shot.
105.
Leaves Anderson on a 2-darter.
No pressure on Gary Anderson for this one. If he hits the 20, we've got to look at 2 double tops. Oh, well, now the treble 19. That leaves the tops.
60.
He managed to get to the double he wanted. He only got 1 dart at it. Now then, James. Is something about to happen?
130.
No matter which way you look at it, it's not quite in.
40.
6 legs to 2. A lot of them going low, going wide. Just needs to tighten up.
Is it tired or is it just symptomatic of his inconsistencies nowadays? We know he's got some brilliant stuff in there because he's done it a couple of times, a couple of days this year, but in between there's some ropey stuff.
Yeah, I just at times he's not throwing the dart hard enough, and then he's, like with that third one, he's just pulling it as he's letting go. Well, I said James Wade has got to win the 2 legs down and go in 6-4. And certainly he's got a good chance now.
Just keeps him interested in this leg, but maybe not for much longer. In fact, not even one dart longer. Doesn't need to go for the 17s here, so he's going to stay there.
He's not going to.
Well, try and stay there.
135.
Well, I thought he might have gone for the treble 18 there.
Well, from what I saw in New York last weekend, double 13's pretty handy, but I mean, talk about a dead cat shot from Gary Anderson. Any distraction for James Wade, though? Is it a distraction? It might have been, you know.
Well, we always said you want some noise, hit a 180 to put your opponent off. But now with Gary Anderson, oh, and he's pinned it. Absolutely pinned it. Only way to go on 186.
Yeah, guess it works. It leaves him a finish where he doesn't need the bullseye. It's an awkward double, but a double is better than a bull.
Oh, yeah, I understand that, but sometimes you've just got to bite the bullet and hope for the big treble.
58.
James Wade can't leave
But
a
he's
finish
going to
anyway.
get 6 darts from here, so not much of a problem if he can hit one treble, which he has.
138. Gary, you require 20.
So to re-establish the 4-leg gap that he set up at 5-1 up. Double 5. It is 8-4, and James Wade shakes his head. Throwing them in the normal Gary Anderson way. And yes, there were enough good spells in that tournament to get him through, although he had a little bit of fortune.
100.
It's about doing it over and over and over again, leg after leg after leg, which is what Dimitri's been doing all weekend. He's so consistent, too consistent even for Michael Smith in the other semi-final.
Well, he set it up nicely, but will he come back to the board? Gary Anderson on 84. I think she's a bit hungry, that young lady. Double 12 for Gary Anderson, a good guide.
Oh,
60.
Well, he's
two well-thrown darts, but not one found the bed. Certainly James Wade did. He's back.
Chips away. It's not brilliant, but he's in a decent position here, James Wade, to make it 8-7. Gary Anderson, I mean, look, if this was a car race, Gary Anderson has gone into a massive lead, and now the wheels are starting to fall off, and James Wade is closing and closing and closing, and it's whether Gary Anderson can get to the finishing line before James Wade overtakes him, and at the minute, I'm not entirely convinced that his car's going to stay together.
Well, he hasn't hit a treble now for I think a dozen darts, or he has now. But some of the darts are not even close. Double 10. Double 10 it is, so he is one leg away from Gary Anderson now. Well, a 180 just might pick his attention up a little bit. Well, Gary Anderson's going to come back for 80. Probably the most crucial checkout in this game now, because it'll give him 2 legs clear.
He's gone tops. Double 10. Oh, Gary Anderson. Well, he went for the showbiz shot, and I think it's...
Wade will get down another go, but Gary Anderson needs the scoring power. Oh. And he's certainly finding it now.
125.
Thirsty boy.
99. Gary required
99 leaves him an awkward 98, but Gary Anderson, this is a massive moment. Oh, beautiful. 11 darter Gary Anderson. He was on the ropes and he's pulled out the best leg of the match.
Because he found the form, it's totally gone again, the last 6 darts.
97. 100. You've got 148.
Gary Anderson potentially 2 darts away from the final, but hang about. Hang about, James Wade, double 14. Very nearly a magnificent skin saver, but he's now relying on Anderson missing. Went for the treble, didn't get it. Means he now looks at the bull. And he can point at it, but he can't hit it with the dart. And double 2 is missed by James Wade, and Gary Anderson gets more match darts to set up a final with the Belgian #1, Dimitri Vandenberg. That's not what he wanted. Double 17 is now what he wants. And somehow Gary Anderson, unconventionally, uncomfortably, gets over the line.
He conducts himself brilliant. His interviews are good. The last one, I mean, he was bouncing off the stage there for a minute, wasn't he? How excited he was. And because he's a newcomer, he still genuinely loves the game. Now, this one, Gary Anderson, has been in the game an awful long time, and you know, as you get older, sometimes your attitude changes. I think that happens to all people. But Dimitri here, after 9 darts against the throw.
Yep. It was a scruffy first leg. It's been a very tidy second leg.
Game from the second leg. Dimitri Vandenberg.
2-0. 2 would be a right result.
Yes, it certainly would be now.
Superb darts again from Vandenberg, who's spot on it at the moment.
100. Dimitri, you require 132.
Well, we've been looking at the 25-odd bull with this first dart. Oh, he can't go out now, so Anderson's going to come back for the 17. Like you say, Stu, he needs to put a leg on the board. 70. He can't afford to let Dimmy come back. He wants double top, going to get 2 darts at it. That's a good guide.
50.
Again.
He missed 2 darts to win the opening leg. Should have won the opening leg. He's missed 2 darts to win the 4th leg. Is he going to be punished by Vandenberg here? That's a great guide. Just hit the barrel. There you go. And he is punished, and it's 4-0. He should have won legs, but in finals, cuts and well, in any
58
game, cuts and shoulds don't matter.
Well, he's got a chance, and that's the dart we want to see coming out of Gary Anderson's hand.
Dimitri, you require 170.
Well, we've not seen a 170 in the tournament so far. We've seen a few attempts, yeah.
Gary, you require 125.
He needs the ball.
Well, that would have been a lucky miss with the first dart. He would have found the bullseye.
130.
Well, he's going to get 2 darts at the treble 20. Only needs one of them to go in to have a dart at the ball. 2 gives him the double 5 route.
Yeah,
again,
will Gary be back?
He stands and composes.
Double 5. And a bit more dazzling from Dimitri. When Dimitri took out that superb 130, Anderson actually left himself on a 2 darts. I think he was on 48, wasn't he? Not getting much joy out of Vandenberg in this leg either.
Do you know what though? He's finding brilliant darts at crucial times.
Dimitri, you require 81.
The big effect on his opponent.
Well, this is going to be a superb 11-dart break.
Game from the 6th leg.
This is exceptional darts from young Dimitri Vandenberg.
Very much there for the taking now. Can't see Gary coming back from this.
85.
Yeah, he's starting to get a bit
100.
frustrated, Gary. That frustration's a bad thing. It tightens the arm up, and the arm has got to be nice and loose. And Dimitri just letting them flow.
41.
Well, apart from that one.
I'm not surprised. I think anybody in this situation would be frustrated.
105.
To come through and get to the final is an achievement, but Anderson will be hugely disappointed with the way that this has turned out. But he's left himself a finish. Vandenberg not on one. That is why we saw the sarcastic applause a little while ago.
78. Gary, you require 116.
Yep, we've got to get a dart.
96.
North Anna
Dimitri, you
6 on the
require
doubles
81.
now.
Yes, he just can't find it, can he? And Dimitri has been excellent at these combination shots. He could be excellent
Did this last
again.
leg.
He did.
75.
Now then.
Gary, you require 20.
Surely this time for the Scot. Or not.
No, he
16.
just can't find it.
Dimitri,
Yes,
you
he's
require
making this leg
6.
very easy for Vandenberg, although double three, not the easiest double to hit. Right at the bottom of the board.
Games on the
Dimitri
7th
Vandenberg,
leg.
the mood is
Dimitri
in,
Vandenberg,
doesn't matter what.
you require
No, he's staying with him,
161.
isn't he? Even though Anderson scored pretty well in this leg. Dimitri is never
65.
far away, and that puts the pressure on the Anderson doubles. And for Dimitri to keep nicking legs.
One odds.
100.
One odds he leaves.
Gary, you
Double
require
18, but he's
96.
left 76 instead.
Just not working for him, is it?
Not happening, is it?
34.
No.
Just not
Dimitri, you
happening
require
for
76.
Gary Anderson. Astonishingly, this for 8-0.
Games on the 8th
Had to
leg.
be.
Dimitri
Was.
Vandenberg.
Is.
Foot on the top of the hockey, and then his toe, look how bent that is.
Ah,
Wait a minute, two 180s on the spin, where has that come from?
Come on, Gary, get a leg on the board.
Gary, you
One for
require
tops.
41.
Gotta be this time. Well, got for 9 for double 16.
It's unusual for him to go that way instead of going to the tops, but he's not been hitting the tops, he's been going low and then splitting the 10s.
10 missed darts and a double, but he'll come back for double 8.
Gary, you require 16.
Well, it is a nightmare.
Dimitri, you require 149.
Absolute nightmare for Gary Anderson here. Going to be back for another crack. He's now missed 13 darts at double.
97. Gary, you
Hit
require
back-to-back
8.
180s.
Game shot in the
Well, there we have it.
leg.
There's the smile.
Gary
Well done,
Anderson.
Gary Anderson. But look at that, no emotion. Well, he's hit back-to-back 180s again.
Yes, he seemed to have found a bit of scoring power, needs to keep it up for a good few legs. However,
97. Gary, you require 61.
Double 18.
Game shot in the
3 legs on the
leg.
spin.
Gary
It's a break and
Anderson.
throw.
yes, well, we knew he weren't going to just
No.
roll over and have his tummy tickled, was
60.
he? I mean, we knew he was going to fight, and he got angry with himself there for a little bit, and now he seems to be a little bit more relaxed, and the action's just a little bit more fluid.
131.
Brilliant
Dimitri,
to
you
leave
require
top.
152.
Now then, Rob. Anderson is looking pretty for 8-4.
136.
He wasn't far away.
Gary, you require 40.
Well, he wasn't, but weren't in, so now Anderson to make it 8-4.
Game
8-4
from the
it
12th
is.
leg. Gary Anderson.
The crowd are getting into it now.
Yeah, do you know what? This
Dimitri
next leg, he's going to put the element of doubt in Dimitri's
Yeah.
head. That's what he's going to do.
96.
It's been a good response, this, from the Belgian.
Yeah, see, Anderson needs 2 treble visits. 1 is not going to be enough.
92.
That'll
Well,
do.
180 could tidy this up.
Can't leave a finish now.
97. Dimitri, you require 86.
This is his favourite finish. 86. And he
Game
stops
from the
rock
13th
after
leg.
4 legs off the
Dimitri
spin.
Vandenberg. 40. $58.
Potentially 3 darts away from the title. Yeah, 40 scored.
58. Dimitri, you require 120.
Well, Shanghai on the 20s to be the Nordic Darts Masters champion of 2022. He's taken out so many good checkouts, and he's going to get a dart at double top. Well, now double 10.
110. Gary, you require 148.
But Gary Anderson's had a good weekend.
98.
We've seen some
Dimitri,
vintage
you
Gary
require
Anderson.
10.
The final has been one step too far for the Scot. His 3rd match dart.
No score. Gary, you require 50.
Wow, few nerves at the end.
Games
And
on
on
the
we
50th
go.
leg.
Gary Anderson
Gary
stays in
Anderson.
it. Well, effectively with the darts now.
That's
Super visit.
140.
Yeah, that's an
absolutely brilliant
absolute
visit.
beauty. He's left 116 after 9 darts.
81.
Gary
Dimitri, you require 116.
hasn't left a finish. So here we go for Vandenberg.
Well, he's going to get another 2 darts to finally wrap this game up and to walk off the champion.
99. Dimitri, you require 56.
So is this the moment for Dimitri Vandenberg? The crowd are expectant.
Game
And Dimitri dominates in Denmark. He wins in the World Series in his 3rd final in only 8 events. In the end, it was 1 game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, receiving the magnificent trophy, and for the very first time in his career, he wins a World Series event. He wins the Nordic Darts Masters, your champion, Dimitri Vandenberg.